So we're back and we're talking about one of my favorite business services that Doc provides, coaching. The question has come in, why do I need a coach?
I get that a lot, like talking to people and we're trying to feel each other out to see if we're a good fit for each other. And one of the questions sometimes I'm asked is, why do I even need a coach? Good question. Why do I need a coach? And the first thing I'm thinking in the back of my head, well, you called me. So obviously you realize that you need one. I kind of liken it like this. We all need coaches. I don't care how successful you are. The people who really know me out in LinkedIn land and everything else, and even maybe my podcast world, knows I'm a diehard Buffalo Bill fan.
You are a diehard fan.
Diehard. But I'm not going to talk about the Buffalo Bills with this. I'm going to talk about my nemesis, Tom Brady.
Oh, dear God.
And not for bad things, actually good things. So Tom Brady is probably the greatest of all time. He is the GOAT, as they would say in sports. He has more Super Bowl rings than anybody. He has more yards, more touchdowns. Arguably, every stat he's number one in upon his retirement. Nobody else is close. How did he get there? Some would say dumb luck.
Oh, no way.
That never happens. Just like Michael Jordan says, you can't hit the shot if you don't practice. And Gretzky said the same thing. Again, two of the mighty titans in their industries and their sports, respectively. But again, I will talk about Tom Brady. So he had a head coach. That head coach is Bill Belichick, who probably also will end up in the Hall of Fame someday. He had a offensive coordinator, which is a coach. He had a quarterback coach, which was a position coach for Tom Brady. What else did he have? He went out and hired his own coach to work with him. He hired a nutritionist. He hired a physical therapist. He hired a lot of other individuals to help make him better.
That's a lot of investment in a career.
So why a coach? We want to invest in ourselves so that we raise our bar. I've hired coaches. I'm working with a coach right now. And I've worked with many coaches over my career to help identify where I have found shortcomings and who I am. Tom Brady did the same thing. When people say, why should I get a coach? Do you want to stay stagnant and stay where you are in life and where your business is? Or do you want to raise your own personal bar? And when you raise your personal bar, you're going to raise the bar for everybody in your organization. So there's a famous saying that I like to use all the time, that a rising tide rises all boats. So by investing in yourself, you will see long-term growth and long-term growth opportunity, not only in yourself, but in your company. And think about that yourself when you're looking at increasing quality of your company. Don't just invest the money in yourself. Look at those that report to you closely and invest in coaches. Don't pick the coach for them. Have them pick a coach that they find works well for them and what their goals and objectives are.
You really want someone who has, walked that road ahead of you. Sales coaches don't necessarily have to be working in a particular industry, but in this regard in particular, one of the services that Docs provides, one of the services that you very specifically provide is coaching cleaning companies, coaching the owners of cleaning companies, coaching salespeople in cleaning companies.
Why do you think this is a audio version and not a visual? I have got my lumps. My face, you can see the battering that I've taken over my 40 plus year career. But no, in all seriousness, yes, you need to listen to somebody who has been there, that has gone through the same pitfalls. It's hard to get advice from people that don't have employees when you have employees. Yeah. And having 10 employees is different than having 40 employees or 100 employees. Yeah. So you have to have somebody who has been there and has walked the same path and has had the same challenges in their lives. And they will give you very honest feedback as to what that's like and what to look out for and how to maybe avoid it, so that maybe you do avoid that big pitfall. You may still get bitten a little bit, but you may not have the big fall that they had.
Well, in a moment of shameless self-promotion, what's the best way for someone to get in touch with you when they are interested in your services for coaching?
One is they can always leave a comment on this podcast on YouTube. They can also find me on LinkedIn if they're linked up with me on LinkedIn and leave me a private message. Or you can visit our website, Docs, and that's DOCS, F as in Frank, S as in Sam.com, and drop me a line there.
Awesome. Thank you, Joel.
Awesome.